What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Crypto Chain Gang. My name is Logan Chain, Alan Ball, and I got some great content for you today. A couple different perspectives on how to look at the market. I guess it's all my perspective, but different charts here than normal per se. And it's exciting time. Ethereum just may hit $3,000 on this recording live right now, right here. So let's just go ahead and hop right into it, as most of the market is green today to start off the new week. Let's check out Bitcoin and just do a brief analysis here on this. All right, guys, as we can see here, what I want to show you first off, more importantly than anything, is that we're about to enter a golden cross. Now what this is the 50 EMA and the 200 moving average. When the 50 moving average sits on top of the 200 moving average, so like over here, it's another added indicator stating that we are most definitely in a bull run, or we're in a bull market. And on an uptrend more than anything. And so this is about to happen right here with this. I would imagine it's going to happen in conjunction with a breakout of this zone right here out of these two candlesticks. When this breaks out of this lagging indicator will catch up and the 50 will flip on top of the 200. This is one of the most pinpointed indicators that there really is out there. Let me scroll back in time just a little bit. You can go all the way back to when this thing broke like 10K and it'll show you. But as you can see, the 50 sitting on top of the 200 or staying above the 200 indicates that it is still in an uptrend. Obviously, this death cross happened right here as the 50 dipped below the 200, but now we are curling up closer and closer, and it looks like the 50 is going to come back and sit on top of the 200. So very exciting there. Additional confluence here to the upside. What I want to show you guys is the Fibonacci sequence. Of course, we came down and slapped that golden ratio. Look at that. Bam. Sat right on the 50 Fibonacci level, not once, not twice, but 3 different times, and we've pushed up off of that. So great confluences there for Bitcoin. It is going to continue moving higher. Now what I'm really here for today, as you can see, guys, whole market is moving up and going good. Neo's up pretty crazy right now, about 5%. Things are looking really nice. More importantly than anything, Ethereum is about to hit $3,000 if it hasn't already on some exchanges. But just as you guys can see, I got my alert set here. We're very, very, very close to hitting 3K, which is awesome. I know I caught like when it broke like $1,200 on here, $2,500 on here. Just exciting stuff, not unexpected, but what I do want to dive into for today's content is the fact that, yes, Ethereum is at all-time highs against the US dollar. Okay, so we're at all-time highs against the US dollar, but let's go ahead and compare it to some real sound money and not government money. And if you check it out with the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, so we now are charting Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Let me zoom out here a little bit. All right. There's a couple different things I want to talk about here. As you can see, sorry for the lagginess, guys. Sometimes it's laggy, sometimes it's not. How much time I got here to rock with? We got like 5 minutes. Okay, so first off, right now, the current price that Ethereum is at compared to priced in Bitcoin, it's currently at 5% of the price of Bitcoin. So roughly 5% of 57.5K is roughly 3K. All right, so if that makes sense to you, good. Now, what I'm seeing here, this area here looks a lot like Bitcoin when I first started buying it at $3,200 2 or 3 years ago, right? So in a sense, Ethereum has just started moving against Bitcoin. And as you can see over here, back in 2017, it peaked out at about 15% of Bitcoin, right? So when Bitcoin was 20,000, it was 15% of that at about $1,200. So keep that in mind, right? We are just now breaking out for Ethereum. Ethereum has a lot of room to gain on Bitcoin. It is at all-time highs in US dollars, but in Bitcoin, it is just getting started. So price predictions. It's good to think about this long term, as everything I do is a long-term hold. I'm a long-term investor. Not everything I do, of course, but the sentiment that I come to it with is almost a forever kind of thing, unless it's an altcoin, right? So what I did here as a typical price prediction here for you, I went from the swing low to the swing high, and we're going to look at the Fibonacci extension here, psychological number. Let's just give you an example first. Okay, let's say that the price, makes its way back up to near this high. Let's just give it 11-12%. All right, let's say the current price, by the time that Ethereum gains all the way up here, let's say the current price of a Bitcoin is $100,000. If a Bitcoin is $100,000 and this chart continues to break out to the upside, that would put the price of one Ethereum at $12,000. Pretty impressive, right? So a $10,000 Ethereum does not seem that far away, but it actually seems quite conservative, because check this out. All right, so the first Fibonacci extension, let's say it breaks out of here. If it breaks out of here, it has a high probability of hitting this Fibonacci extension at 24%. Now, you and I both believe and think that Bitcoin will hit $1 million one day, but let's just say for this general bull market, for the stock to flow model, we see it going over $200,000. So my personal price prediction is $220,000 for this bull market before we see a larger pullback. So let's say Bitcoin is at $220,000, and that coincides with Ethereum coming up and tapping this 618, so roughly 24%. So let's say Ethereum is worth 24% of one Bitcoin at $100,000. What does that equal, guys? That puts the price of one Ethereum at 52, almost 53 grand for one Ethereum. Pretty impressive, pretty mind-blowing. It's always good to look at these altcoins against the king himself, Bitcoin, instead of just the US dollar, because the dollar is always going to fail. And Bitcoin's continually going to go up. So just a little bit new perspective there, because here's the thing. People are thinking, oh, it's at all-time highs. $3,000 Ethereum is so expensive. But 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, people are going to be like, you got into Ethereum before $3,000? You got into Ethereum before $1,000, right? So it's all perspective, when people say, oh, well, the price is high. Well, dude, it's high compared to what? What are you comparing your statistics here to? Because it's really not high to the percentage of what it's worth to a Bitcoin over our history that we have data here to look at. So guys, stack your sats, stack your Ethereum. Ethereum's just getting rocking and rolling. All the alts are popping. They've been popping. Things are moving right now. Immediate short term, right, for the next 2-3 months. What do I see? Price of Bitcoin. I do believe we'll see $100,000 Bitcoin before July 4th. I think we're going to see 72, 74K, pull back into the 60s, mid 60s, kind of in this range that we're at right now. Same general thing, a 27, 30% pullback. Go up to 100,000. At that same time, ETH is going to ETH just broke $3,000. We just caught it live here, kind of live here. But look at that. Let's get on a lower time frame. My goodness. We catch it live. Look at that. $3,000 Ethereum. Guys, Ethereum was once pennies. Bitcoin was once pennies. All of these projects, all of these smaller cap projects, Cardano at $1.34. Think about if Cardano was at $1,200, $3,000, right? Pretty impressive stuff here, guys. $3,000 Ethereum right now. I think we'll see a $10,000 Ethereum by July 4th, and probably a $20,000 to $25,000 Ethereum by the end of the year. It's not that extreme of a prediction. If you just run the numbers don't lie. And as we watch Ethereum continue to pump here, guys, I just hope you have a wonderful day. We're having a nice rainy night here in Denver, Colorado.